Welcome back to episode 2 of the Monotype Road to Top 10, a series where I'll be climbing to the top of the ladder, hoping to reach it with all different types. In today's episode, we'll be using a Monotype Ground team, featuring Hippowdon to get up the Sandstorm for Excadrill, and Sheer Force Landorus Incarnate to hit incredibly powerful with Earth Power, Focus Blast, and Psychic. We even have Gravity, that way we can hit Pokemon like Levitate Bronzong with Earth Power. Let's see how it does. Welcome to episode 2 of the Road to Top 10. We're using Monotype Ground as the intro said. Shout out to the Monotype tier leader. I think it's Boomp is how you pronounce the name. It could be Bomp, but I feel like there wouldn't be all them O's there. But we're using Monotype Ground. Taking it old school, we got Hippowdon, featuring a little Gen 4, Gen 5 action right here with the Rocky Helmet, Fizz Def, Stealth Rock, beautiful set. Just classic set, nothing to change. We have a Choice Band Excadrill with Sand Rush. And this is beautiful because if we go to Landorus, I'll skip forward a little bit. You guys will see in the intro. But we have Gravity on Landorus, which means our Earth Power is crazy and things like Corviknight, but also our Earthquakers are insanely powerful. X-Scissors good into Monotype Grass, Rock Slide for the birds, Iron Head obviously for the fairies. I know what it does. And then we have a Smackdown Mammoth, which kind of does its own gravity thing almost to give us a priority as well. Helps us out into the dragons. Clodsire is so we don't get 6-0 by water. It's water absorb. Our opponents, if we fight mono water, could be a problem. So we have that. And we got some Fizz Def to be able to take Psychic Fangs as well from Pokemon like Barraskewda. And then, of course, we have the Landorus, as I mentioned, with a little Gravity plus attacking. And last but not least, a Choice Scarf Great Tusk. This Megahorn is kind of funny. I'm excited to see how this goes. If you guys have been enjoying the Monotype Road to the top, feel free to leave a like. Feel free to sub. And let's jump right into it. We might use a different team as well as we keep going. We'll see. And just because I use a specific type now doesn't mean I won't use it later. You know, I might use Ground again. Who knows? But let's go. All right, so we're fighting Monotype Bug. Now, I won't lie. Landorus looks incredible here. Earth Power is just disgusting into the opponent's team. Also, Hippowdon should be able to check Pokemon like Kleavor, Low Kicks, honestly everything on their squad. I'm going to lead off with Landorus. I think that Landorus matches up extremely well into... It's fast and everything. And there's only one bad lead matchup on Landorus' part, and that's Araquanid, and I have a Clodsire to be able to deal with that. And I kind of want to get my eject button activated early because I want Clodsire to be able to take on... Oh, you too, buddy. I want Clodsire to be able to take on the likes of Volcarona and Araquanid, and it can't do that if homie's switching out. So we're going to lead off with Landorus. I assume maybe it's like Scarf. All right, it is Araquanid. Okay, no big deal. Right out to Clodsire we go. There's a Liquidation. I'm going to go for Toxic as they get up webs. Perfect. So that's guaranteed to land, obviously, because we're a poison type. I assume they're going to go Fortress now. We're just going to go for Earthquake, though. And if you look at their team, and you look at the move Earthquake, it's extremely powerful. It is very, very powerful. We don't have Rapid Spin on this team, yet we have a lot of Rapid Spinners. Huh. The more you know. It's fine. We go Landorus now on Iron Defense, and we just click Earth Power. Obviously, they can go out to Araquanid, but because Araquanid has already put on that timer because of Poison, we're really in just a good spot. Scizor is going to take 2,000% from this. When I said 2,000, that was not an exaggeration. And this is where the Demon comes in. We're just going to get off damage first, as they're going to set up. And what I want to do here is Pivot Clod, because it's going to have to be forced out anyway, eventually. So, go for Toxic. If they want to Quiver again, that's fine. If it's sub, I can beat them. Oh. Okay. This is better for me because they can force me out with my eject button. I hate having eject button on Pokemon because I just want to be forced out and they're not forcing me out. However, we'll get into Powdon on their Kleavor. This will obviously give them rocks, but we'll give them some chip as well. And what we can do here is just get up our rocks on the... I was thinking Fortress would come out, but now we guarantee Break It Sturdy, and we're looking really good. We're looking extremely good. Ideally, they hit me finally with... like a not a liquidation, but like a leech life or something. Perfect. This is what we want because we want to activate our eject button so later we can check Volcarona. Now, I can't lie. I actually am not confident that a Choice Band Rock Slide will KO Araquanid, especially because a lot of them, at least in OU, run Fizz Def. So I'm going to double back on a Clod, get hopefully the Water Absorb, and mainly just get that, mainly just get this Poison doing its job. I'll be a little bit aggressive here, and I'm going to predict Fortress. I didn't think it was too much of a risk. I didn't think they double Liquidation there, but I'm just trying to pick up some KOs now as I can. And with Rocks up, Araquanid should be going down. Earth Power is going to smoke Fortress. Yep. Yo, Landorus, man. That's why you're taking the thumbnail. Featuremon, gotta take the thumbnail. Got the first 2 kills. First impression. If it's banded, we'll do a lot. Should I keep you alive? I don't need to keep you alive. I think we'll just go for Earth Power here. Obviously, it's resisted. That's Life Orb. But depending on the Life Orb rolls, yep, I can still kill as well. I didn't have to go for Focus Blast for potential KO. Cleavor comes out. If this is Scarf, so be it. Like, it actually doesn't matter. And what I should be able to do now, because we know they're Scarf, we can actually double into Excadrill here and just click Bandit Earthquake to win the game. I probably could also just click Whirlwind a couple times and win the game too. But I want to win the game with Bandit Earthquake already. So, because we know they're locked into that move, and I resist the hell out of that move. That actually did a lot, considering my 4 times resist. Go right for Earthquake. I think that with Stealth Rock and all that, we should be able to knock out Araquanid, and they gave me Volcarona, which is the only threat left. And because of Rocky Helmet, will be good into that. Cleavor doesn't really matter. I can give him a CC kill. Well, not really. I'll just knock him out with Rocky Helmet. And then Araquanid should be basically it, right? It might go for Leech Life. It might not, but a pretty solid win on the first one, I feel like. GG, fam. GG, fam. I don't mind them picking up the KO here. They're just taking a little bit of extra damage. And then we can win the game with, I don't know, I guess Drill. Why not? I mean, we're using Lando Drill Hippo. This is Gen 5. This is Gen 5. Obviously, I know Hippo is Gen 4, but just Gen 5 Sand. Okay, so they were 1,300. We're on our way to the 1,200, so let's go ahead and get another one. Okay, so this is where the Smackdown goes stupid. You know who else goes stupid? Latios. Oh my god. Latios is very strong. This Mega Horn, though, is extremely funny. It is a guaranteed OHKO on Latios. I'm going to lead off with it. It's also an OHKO on, like, Indeedee. They end up leading off a Bronzong. Not the biggest deal. I'm actually going to go for knockoff here because I don't need to get a gravity up otherwise. Excadrill should beat every Pokemon on their team, actually. If I get a gravity with Landorus and then it dies and I just click EQ, EQ, EQ. So getting a knockoff on this is big. I shouldn't die to a Psychic Noise. I'll do a lot, but I won't die, which is important. Also, knockoff is just good. It's super effective into 4 of their members. That is fully Fizz Def. Oh my god. Nice Gyro Ball. That did a lot. That did a lot. That has attacking EVs as well. Okay. Because I do have the Hippo, I can just bring you out as they get up their Stealth Rock. I know they have a Hatterene, but let me tell you, like, I know they're going to go Hatterene, but I don't lose anything by clicking Stealth Rock here because Stealth Rock are already up on my side of the field. That's allowed in this tier. All right, so the more you know. I don't lose anything by clicking Stealth Rock because what's worst case? They bounce back my Stealth Rock. Nah, theirs already there. And we're also beating the Bronzong 1v1. I know they're most likely Levitate because it's mono Psychic into this, but I mean, I don't mind them hitting me. I'll go for Whirlwind here. That way they hit me one more time. Oh, they went for... Did I not go for Whirlwind? I thought I clicked Whirlwind there. So this is cool because they can't actually hit me with Hypnosis, and I'm guaranteed to go last, and we bring this Pokemon out. No, giant threat alert. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Clodsire doesn't actually beat any Pokemon on their team. Just going to go out on a limb here. As they trick me and get the eject button. I actually do live Expanding Force. Yeah. So I'll force them out. Get a lot of chip on them. I'm not sure who wants to come out, but I'm a little worried about the Hatterene, which is most likely going to have Trick Room. Oh, I'll be clicking the Earthquake after then. It's fine. Do my thing. Click EQ. There's Toxic Spike, which is whatever. I'll double out to Drill here on Expected Bronzong. That's fine too. There's no reason to take a flame. I'm going to go for Iron Head. Like, it's fine. I would say there's no reason to take a flamethrower, but first off, I can flinch. And secondly, it's going to kill every mon on their team. And they gave me Slowking after. Toxic Spike don't matter at all. I'm just going to go back into Clodsire and absorb them. And they actually don't have anything that kills this mon. If they go Bronzong, it dies. Okay, you could be Babiri all you want, but surely if you're Babiri, you can't even kill me with a Mystical Fire, even if you're max special attack, right? I think only Life Orb respects. And Iron Head's going to do 100%, so if you're not Babiri. So I'll take it. We got to climb from somewhere. It feels a little bit easier climbing with the ground type than we were climbing with fire type yesterday. All right, there's Big Os. We'll absorb this T-Spike first. I definitely think we can Gravity and do some things from there, but let's absorb this T-Spike and sack Clodsire. If it does something crazy like Dragon Dances, at least I can Whirlwind. If it Calm Minds, I do have Great Tusk to beat it after. If it goes for Ice Beam, that's fine too. I don't know if you're Scarf or not. And if you are, I don't want to take a Draco. So I'm just going to go for Ice Shard. Oh, okay. That is very Specs. So that dies. Even if they switch out to Indeedee, who cares? And we should win the game by clicking Iron Head, Iron Head, Iron Head. Like, that should be a guaranteed win. Bronzong comes out. I think Crash kills. So I'll go for it. There you go. Hey, big mammal. I mean, I got a crit, but I don't think it mattered at this point. They didn't have Trick Room. We saw all their moves. Indeedee comes out. It's not Scarf anymore, right? Okay. We can sack Hippo. Then go Drill. And win the game with that. As they Healing Wish. Ooh. Okay, that gives them 4 turns of Trick Room if they try to go for Trick Room here. I can't let them get a sub either for free. So if they try and go for Trick Room, they have 4 turns. But I have 5 Pokemon, so we should be good. And one of them also resists. And if this is like Scarf Expanding Force, who cares? Because we just win the game with Drill. Can't be anything nasty like a Salic Berry subset because we have Sand. And it's just Banded Hoopa, excuse me. Which is a lot, I'm not gonna lie. 51% on fully Fizzed Hippo. That's super Banded. Alright, so we break into the 1200s. Let's go. And let's keep going. This is gonna be one of them games where we click Gravity and we smoke the Bronzong. It's also gonna be one of them games where Latios is a problem. I'm gonna lead off a Great Tusk because Latios can literally 6-0 every member of my team. And I'm willing to risk it being Scarf. Turn 1 to Oko it with Mega Horn. Let's see. There's a Bronzong lead. I guess I'll knock. I never get to hit them with the move I want to. They just EQ. They always do no damage to me after I knock them. So, I mean, that's great. Obviously, I want to win the game with EQ. Are you going to Hypnosis me? If their last move is Trick Room, I'm going to go for Whirlwind here. I don't think it would be because their team is pretty fast, but I'll Whirlwind them again. I don't want them to be Weakness Policy and something and like Grass Knot or something crazy. That's the mon we're scared of. In terms of my switching, I'll bring out Clodsire on 1 hit. Oof. Not the move I thought they'd go for, but I'll take it. I will gladly take it. Hell yeah. I thought it was going to be a Luster Persian. I'd be pivoting out, but I'll definitely take that. Get a nice little slack off here. Are you Grass Knot or just Body Press? Oh, okay. I guess this is a standard set that people run on this mon. All right, well, we dealt with Bronzong, which is awesome. So now EQ is essentially free except for Latios. There's Os. It's going to get a KO. I'm going to use Clodsire once again as a pivot. Woof! That is Specs as hell, dude. That is Specs as hell. However, I got the Banded Excadrill X Scissor, which looks like it 2-shots because Metagross took damage. It should definitely 2-shot slow, bro, right? It for sure. Yeah, we're good. We're chilling. I'm going for this roll. Yeah, we got rid of bro. Okay, so Iron Head's looking good too. Big Os comes out. Once again. We know your Specs. We know your Specs as hell. I think it's going to be... It's going to be you sacked. Because I can knock off after. Yeah, you ain't doing that damage to me without choice Specs. Go for knock here. They don't really have a knock switching. Gardevoir is a pivot, but I want less sand turns. We don't want it tracing me if it's Scarf. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Latios is gone is perfect. The Endure Armarouge doesn't matter because I can smoke that. Gardevoir coming out. Pretty sure I just click EQ and win the game with Drill. And I'm Jolly Drill as well. So yeah, that should be a... I get an unfortunate crit there. But basically, if I knock off their Choice Scarf, I go Drill. I'm Jolly Drill, and I just click EQ onto everything. Unless it's like Scarf Metagross, but like I just switch. Uh-oh. Just gonna sack you. Don't want them to do any Endure BS. Then EQ. Yeah, so basically they can't Endure here because Sand is up. So if I sack Hippo, I click EQ, and they kill me, I go Excadrill, I click EQ, and then I click EQ again, and we win the game. Plus we have Ice Shard if something crazy happens, but I don't think anything crazy could happen at the end there. So nice. Ground type is climbing this ladder. Can you say worst matchup of all time? Yeah! Megahorn doesn't even KO... Megahorn doesn't even KO Rillaboom. That's really bad. I'm so weak to Rillaboom, I have to weaken it. Which is why I let off with this to do a lot. If they want to Wood Hammer me, that's fine. Grassy Glide is obviously extremely good into me. But I would love them wood hammering and then it potentially being a double down. Looks like they are not banded, unfortunately, which means a Grassy Glide's coming out after. Surely, right? Unless it's just the weakest Rillaboom of all time. No. What? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I understand, oh, you didn't get the KO, you're upset. You have the rest of this army behind you to smoke. What is even my game plan is literally get rid of that and then try and extra them with Drill and then try and Mammal Swine them, right? Which, I mean, they're good into them, but it's not guaranteed. And they're also boosting all their attack. I don't get it. Okay, Mono Poison. This one's scary too. Not as scary. Not as scary, I won't lie. But this one's scary too. I like Hippo as a lead a lot. I also like Landorus a lot as a lead. Actually, we'll start Landorus because into Glamora, it's a lot better than Hippo. It gives less. The move Earth Power seems pretty good here. What do you guys think? And I have Psychic to follow up, if anything. Oh my god. Toxapex going down in one. Like, hey guys, come on, man. Don't be forwarding. I'm trying to play some games with this team. We're climbing too much of Mono Ground. It's time to be humbled. I don't know if they'll be doing the humbling with this team. But what are they? Top 100 in Gen 9 Little Cup. Top 100 in Gen 9 Doubles OU. Damn, you're good. You're very good. Nice. Okay. I mean, surely Mamoswine is just good into their team no matter what. I always have a Clodsire. I like Mamoswine a lot. But I think Landorus is just fair because we always have Clodsire to just beat everything. And they have to predict my Clodsire every single time. Look at how good Toxic is. They can't stop Toxic. Also, if I get up a Gravity, if I click Gravity with Landorus, I'm clicking Earthquake 6 times. So maybe I'll do it one day. Because I'm assuming right here they go for Willow, but they might just hide. I mean, if you have Clodsire on the team, you're basically screaming, hey man, this is Water Absorb. Because your whole team just loses to this. I'm sure the opponent, who is very good at the game, looking at these medals, is going to make some try-hard double into maybe Sandy Shocks or something to be able to deal with the. But we'll see. Luckily, I have 6 ground types and not just 1 to be able to deal with this Rotom. Oh, not this Rotom, but to be able to deal with their ground types. We'll see, though. I think it's actually closer than it looks. Especially if they're like on a balloon or something. Claude. All right. Well, free Toxic. And there it is. Okay. Mr. Sandy Shocks gets that. We'll go Landorus now. If they want to get up a hazard, that's fine too. Clodsire walls the majority of their team. Only thing that could put down Landorus would be like, what, Power Gem? Would Power Gem even 2 KO Landorus? Nice. I think I'm just going to go for Gravity here. What if it's Scarf Rotom? Should I Gravity now? I feel like I should. I feel like I should. I could also Focus Blast, technically. Let me Focus Blast and see, because they end up bringing out... Oh my god, that is so much to Zapdos. What? Bro, that is a timid Zapdos, man. Like, actually timid. Okay, so what we want here, I assume this is specs then. What we want here is we want Clodsire to come in on the pivot move to bring in Mamoswine. 33 is disgustingly low. Well, I said Mamoswine, but I'm actually very greedy and I want rocks. Literally all my ground types are good, so I want rocks. Yeah. Should I risk Excadrill, guys? Should I do it? It's a very bad play. Do I want to do it though? Yes. I just like rocks. This is unnecessary. This is actually really bad. Especially if they followed up with Heat Wave. But they're also max special attack on this, so it's definitely Heat Wave as well. Should I make my life harder? Let's make my life harder. Let's make my life harder. Let's go Drill. Let's make my life way harder. Watch me get confused here because I want to make my life harder. Oh, I didn't get confused. Nice. All right, so we'll go for a nice little rock slide here. It's safe. And honestly, whenever they bring out Rotom, they kind of have to double. Oh, they give me Zapdos. That's perfect. Nice. A lot of their team is walled by Hippo. I mean, they are electric. So a lot of their team is walled by a lot, I guess you could say. Beautiful. Headlong Rush seems pretty free because they're mono electric. I'm trying not to not be sarcastic here, but Headlong Rush is really free, and they actually have to double every single time they go like and it's leftovers. Perfect. Nice. I'm trying my best not to be sarcastic and like Headlong Rush looks pretty free. Yeah, duh. Anyway, we just recover off the damage. I assume they bring out Sunday Shocks, which is almost a die to Ice Shard. I'll never lose to Raging Bolt because we're Mammal Swan. Wait, am I Adamant? Oh, I'm Adamant Mammal Swan. That's a little greedy. But I guess we do have Drill. That's Jolly, so we're in an okay spot. Regiman comes out. Are you going to boom as well? If you boom, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot because I just recover here. And if I recover, I smoke them too. We'll see what happens. I don't think Terra Blast KOs me, so they have to be boom. And if they boom, they still lose to, like, everybody. So I still feel pretty good here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think. Is there anything that I'm missing that can beat me, right? Because it doesn't matter if Rotom comes out. All right, so they end up going Rotom. Obviously, I'm going to always keep going Clodsire because there's literally no loss for going Clodsire. And we're just going to click EQ because they can't touch me and I get super effective damage off on anything coming in. If it's Sandy Shocks, that's good. I'm trying to get a Gravity going. The only bad thing about Gravity is their Sandy Shocks Earth Power is also pretty strong to me, but I don't care. I feel like it's fine. Again, just getting Earthquake damage off, breaking a potential Shuka Berry on Iron Hands for once, or for instance, though I think it's AV on this team, would be really strong too. And there's a Sandy Shocks coming in, taking some big damage. We'll go out to Landorus here as I get up a Spike. And honestly, I can just click Psych. I do want to get up a Gravity for fun. I want to get up a Gravity for fun. I'm going to do it. Because if they go Rotom, I get a kill. I want to do it. It's just fun. Like, obviously, if I lose a Speed Tie here, I take an Earth Power for no reason. But if I win a Speed Tie, I have Landorus under Gravity. You better blow up. And if they blow up with Regieleki, they just lose to Choice Band Excadrill. So who cares? Come on. Let me use my Lando under Gravity. It's fun. I want to use it. I guess, again, they could just be Assault Vest, but like... My Headlong Rush is also still good, so it's all the same. It's funny, you're playing a Regieleki, and they're like, oh yeah, I got rid of the ground type, and they have like 6. All right, there's the Rotom Wash. We get to click Earth Power again. This is what we've been waiting for. Gravity, obviously ignoring the Levitate. Don't you dare time out. I want you to get hit by this. I want you to get hit by this Earth Power. No! Don't time out there. I want to hit... Whatever. Obviously, if Rotom dies, we win the game guaranteed anyway. I mean, we're probably winning this game anyway because it was Mono Ground into Mono Electric, but still. Okay. They're here with their Bronzong again. I played this guy last time. Big Os is leading off. Very smart. Would you Psyshock here? I forgot this was Specs or not. Great Ice Beam. 52% is insane damage. The Life Orb, though. We'll bring you out. I'm going for Smackdown like a goat. Yeah! And now we get a strong EQ off on Bronzong. Now, was this a play? Probably not. Did I want to go for it, though? Absolutely, because it looked fun. Also, if they go Latios, I can KO them potentially with Ice Shard plus their Life Orb hit. Oh, they end up giving me Indeedee, which is amazing. Adamant Earthquake is extremely strong, yeah, so that's going to go down. Don't have to worry about you. Armarouge comes out. Are you max speed? What are you doing here? Like, I knew Endure doesn't matter, right? Because we just sack Hippo. And they die to Sand. Well, obviously die to Expanding Force, but they die to Sand. Yep. And this is where I bring out Big Great Tuscathy on Bronzong. Beautiful. Get this strong knockoff off. I suppose, again, if it's Trick Room, it could be a little scary, but the fact that the Bronzong is basically gone is big. Oh, they hit Hypnosis. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Ooh, great play, great play. However, Psychic Terrain actually doesn't save, at least doesn't save this, because I can still go for Ice Shard after, and we get the chip, which is nice. Might as well Poison Jab just in case they try and recover. I'll do enough back to them. This game got a little close. It's actually kind of exciting. Anyway, Ice Shard still works because they're Levitate. We get rid of Latios. Beautiful. It's going to come down to Metagross, I think. Ooh, goes for Heavy Slam. Does not pick up the KO. Ice Shard is going to do it. I feel like they had Meteor Mash last time. Maybe I'm wrong. Smackdown comes out, and then we double Earth Power. Oh, that's not going to save you, buddy. That's not going to save you. That's not going to save you. This Earthquake's still going to do 1,000,000,000%. Yup. I assume Ironhead KOs, even if they're the maxest of defenses, because it is banded. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this KOs, even if they're banded. I mean, if they're max defense. Yeah, Choice Banduro, baby. And then Hat's going to come out. And Hat should die too. And we got it. This is close. Yo, the run back was actually really close. Because they led Latios to shift it up here. Very good game. Let me type GG there. That was a very good game. All right, let's get another one. All right, Monotype Electric is back. I like Hippo just because I like getting this activated early as hell. As they are unfortunately on a balloon. I think we go Clodsire just to get the eject button activated. On the Draco or Dragon Pulse. Draco's going to hurt really hard. I'm just going to Whirlwind. I can't let them Calm Mind up for free. Yeah, I can't let them Calm Mind up for free. Regieleki comes out, which is perfect. Literally can't touch me, so we can get up our Stealth Rock here. Because if my eject button's activated on Cloud, I'll be good. But obviously, Rocks are just really strong anyway, and they have to go Rotom. And with Sandstorm up, we get to see if Rotom is basically running leftovers versus maybe a potential choice item. Obviously, it could be Rocky Helmet too. But again, I like the idea of doing this. I would love if they boom. I don't really care too much about that. It being on a balloon is really nasty, though. I'm not going to lie. It being on a balloon is super nasty. It's a giant threat. And even though, again, this isn't my favorite, this matchup, I still don't feel like it's guaranteed mine. Because they have tools that can win. Regieleki goes for that. It's probably going to end up being Boom Last or something like that. Earthquake. Oh, perfect. We can actually get up Rocks here. As they die. And they only get up Reflect up. That's fine. That's legitimately fine. Rotom comes out and we have the answer. They miss an unfortunate Will-O-Wisp. And that's game. Even if they hit that, I don't think it mattered. They were leftovers. They definitely couldn't beat Claude. I just talked about what I talked about. But based on the fact that they're being dual screens, I was guaranteed a Toxic hit on something else, obviously. And because Clodsire can't miss into the Poison type. And yeah, I mean, what is a screen setup mon if the Pokemon is Toxic? So, yeah. I kind of wanted my Clodzire's eject button to be activated early, though, just because it wants to be in versus a lot of this. But I'm glad I stuck with my gut and canceled the move and just went for Whirlwind because, you know, obviously Draco could be scary, but Calm Mind is also very scary. Calm Mind into Draco is even scarier. All right, Grass Guy came back with a vengeance. Please don't be Scarf Masquerada. They lead off with Hydrapple. Oh, who would have known this would be a good mon into my team? We'll go Claude to pivot into Mamoswine as they Specs Leaf Storm me. However, now we essentially get a kill. This is going to be a trade for trade game, it looks like. Because I obviously get a KO here with double crash. Oh my god, just one crash on Amoonguss is crazy. Why did that kill? Ice Shard can almost kill Masquerada as well. I have to be very careful though. Horn Leech KOs me. Okay, I'm going to make the Hippo play just because I want to get the Rocky Helmet. Woof! Woof! But basically, I just want to break their, I just want to break their 30, man. All right, exit time. Ideally, they just go hard Hydrapple. I just wanted to break their sturdy so I can Ice Shard. Like, everything in their team is in range of Ice Shard. Whimsicott's a good play. We do not want to be stun spored, right? Oh God. I'm gonna Gravity, which is low-key bad, right? Gravity's bad if they for SERP landing, but I don't want to KO him on if I can help it. And I can do a lot of damage here. I won't die to SERP. I think even if they're specs, I live. And then I just put them in range of Ice Shard, which is what I need. Okay, so this is beautiful because we get a guaranteed Focus Blast here, and we get an Ice Shard after. Yo, this endgame is going to be crazy. Again, everything should die to Mamoswine. It's just the Meowscarada. Meowscarada is the scary Pokemon. But if it's Scarf, it can't KO Drill from full. So, Ice Shard is free. I sack. Not sure why this came out. This is higher priority. Yeah, Tailwind shouldn't matter in that regard because Ogerpon gets smoked by Ice Shard anyway, and Meowscarada, I'm already expecting it. Actually, no. Yeah, Meowscarada can't KO Drill. Drill should live. Oof, unless you actually are banded. But at least I get extra chip on you with Sand. Now, are you banded is the question. Are you banded is the question. If this is banded, this has a good shot at KOing me. If it's Scarf, it can never KO me. Ooh, it is indeed banded. Oh my God. Okay. Ice Shard does not kill just yet. It's a roll to kill otherwise. I might just lose the Monograss. Okay, so I needed the Sandstorm damage, right? It's going to come down to the Ice Shard roll. Now it has an 87% chance to KO Meowscarada. Woo! Now it comes down to me hitting Icicle Crash on Hydrapple. Ice Shard's not a guarantee KO. I need to hit Crash. Can you hit Crash, Mamoswine? Will we be hitting Crash versus the Monograss? You did land. Perfect. So we managed to beat the Monograss in an actual real crazy game. Because Ice Shard is a KO. Beautiful. Yo, that was a game. That was a great game. I think that was a great game to end it on. 13-74. We ended up going undefeated with Mono Ground, which is nice. We went from 7-3 to 16-3. So a really good jump in this episode. We actually didn't even end up switching teams this time. Though I don't know. I feel like it's fun to actually change up teams, especially because I hear that people on this ladder do counter team when they fight games. And I think it makes sense to I was going to Monotype Ground bad. Sorry, that was just a habit. I think it makes sense to be switching up a lot, but yeah, that's crazy. Okay, top 10, 17-24. Number 1's 20-32. Crazy stuff. And we are 13 something. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Feel free to subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Check out the playlist down below. If you missed episode 1, it was a really funny episode where I used fire and water, and that was a crazy episode. So definitely check that out. Stay tuned for more. I'm probably going every other day for this. I'm not sure yet. Maybe some days I'll do twice in a row, but let me know what you think. And obviously, if you guys enjoy this, I'll continue to, do it and get up as high on the ladder as I can. But I'll see you guys in the next one. That's it. Peace.